Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Friday night. I'm going to talk about, or ask a question rather. Are they going to take it all from us? Everything. What we have, what we own, Social Security, health care, everything. Are they going to do that? Are they going to be able to? Also, there is a group of elites predicting a catastrophic event within the next 2 years. I'll touch on that. I think Ella wants to talk. Let's see. Also, I have an excellent passage I'm going to share that I believe you will enjoy and be encouraged by. But first, noticed that in the news that Google, it said a parent company of Google, but it's Google, are laying off 12,000 people. So the hits just keep coming. So Google today, earlier this week, Amazon, Microsoft, there was another one, I can't remember which one of the tech companies. But they just keep coming. Who's next? I wonder. So I had to share that. Okay, on to it here. George Carlin, that late comedian, hit it on the head when he said, the game is rigged, the table is tilted. Not in our favor. It's a big club and you ain't in it. I'm not in it either. Let me hit on this first. There's an article that came out yesterday, day before. I think it came out yesterday, and I was going to report on this yesterday, but I just couldn't because mostly I was concerned that I would say something that would get me in trouble because I'm pretty hot under the collar about this thing. But I'm going to avoid getting in trouble here much as I can. But as you know, Thursday we hit the debt ceiling, and there was an article here about it. It says Yellen, the Treasury, is taking extraordinary measures to avoid default as the United States hits that debt limit. As we know, it's like over $31 trillion. Unreal, really. Treasury Department, says Yellen is pushing for Congress to pass a bill to lift the country's $31.4 trillion debt limit and expects the Treasury can keep paying its bills to at least until June. Some House Republicans have suggested they will push for spending cuts as part of a debt ceiling agreement. So they're going to have political fighting over this. We know. In a letter addressed to the House Speaker McCarthy, Yellen said the Treasury will suspend new investments in civil service retirement, disability funds, and the Postal Service Retiree Health Benefits Fund from Thursday until June 5th, 2023. But she warned both moves are subject to considerable uncertainty if Congress does not pass a bill to increase the $31.4 trillion debt ceiling. How about that? Now this is the part. Okay. Some Republican representatives have said major spending cuts to key government programs like Medicare and Social Security were part of the negotiations that helped McCarthy secure support from hardline conservatives and win the speakership. Okay. All right, I'm mentioning two big things right there, Medicare, Social Security, all right? I'm gonna let that digest for a few seconds with you, if you haven't heard that yet. Again, the words of George Carlin are ringing in my head when I hear this, okay? And he may be right. They're gonna come after all of it. All of it. Your retirement, pensions. You say, well, dog, I'm going to have a pension. Think again. I don't know, man. That may not happen. It's not 100% guaranteed. Know that. Neither is Social Security. So what if they cut Social Security, Medicare, some pensions? You know they're going to keep raising taxes. We know that. Yet, keep sending billions of dollars overseas. So you stick it to the citizens, you stick it to the people. We, the people, work our fool heads off, support everything. And we keep getting it stuck to us. While you ship everything overseas, billions of dollars. Who knows where that's going? Whose hands it's really going into? We don't know. We'll never know. All this free money for those not trickling, but rushing through the southern border. We don't even know how deep that goes either. Not to mention all the pet projects, the pork, corruption going on in DC. Good grief. I mean, talk about Sodom and Gomorrah, man. I mean, really. It's, wow. While we work to the bone, can't hardly save anything. Just trying to get by, keep our heads above the water. I was talking about this to Mrs. Dawg yesterday, and talking about that. They're going to take Social Security. She's like, she had one word response. She said, nope, not happening. She seemed pretty confident in that. What do you think? You think they're going to come after it? I have a feeling they are. I really do. Now, depending on how they do that, when, how much, will be very interesting to see how the American people react to that. Will they be awake? Will they even notice? Will we even care? You should. I know I do. I'll be paying attention. I'm not going to go any further with that, because if I do, yeah, I'll be in trouble. I really will. Okay. If you really want to, you can email me if you want, and just, I'll fill in the rest. But okay, on to the next one. Predicting a catastrophic event. The little meeting going on of the elites in Switzerland. You know who I'm talking about. A couple of days ago, they're saying that they expect within the next 2 years to see a global catastrophic cyber attack that will be so massive that it will be a huge impact on electricity, anything electronic. So I think we need to listen to that. I have mixed feelings about this group. On the one hand, I laugh at them, and I think they just need to be mocked, ridiculed, and laughed at, because it is kind of comical sometimes to watch them and just basically ignored. However, when they make these statements and these predictions, you have to wonder why they're doing it, and you have to wonder what is really coming. So I think we do need to keep up and monitor and continue to prepare for anything. So that is your warning. In my book, when they make a big deal out of that, like in the past when they made a big deal out of a health crisis and then it freaking happens, I think we need to remember that too. So keep preparing for loss of power, loss of financial banking services, supply chain, food disruption. Whatever we can do to be self-sustaining. Talk about that all the time. But again, I think for the most part, these people are living in fantasy land. However, we need to keep a watch, Keep a watchful eye on them. Okay. Share your thoughts on that one as well. Very interesting. Okay, verse. Verse for today is from James. James chapter 4, verse 7 says, "Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." Amen, and he will. Rebuke evil, and it will run. It will melt away. We must stand firm in the faith. Keep in prayer. Support each other. That is my message. Let's be aware going into a weekend here. Let's not be frozen in fear. Fear none of these humans. Let's keep in prayer. Let's keep doing what we can to prepare as well. And live our lives. Take care. God bless you. I'll see you soon.